Anthony has autism. He has a fair degree of autism. He's mostly nonverbal. He can talk, but it's clearly very difficult for him. He has a lot of comprehension, but communication is difficult for him, and he's not all that interested in a lot of stuff. He's not that interested in social stuff. If he were talking to you in a room, well, he'd come in and he'd sit there, he'd look around for 5 seconds, go back, be in his room for 10 minutes, come out, check again, and after a while, he'd do this 2 or 3 times, and after a while, he'd maybe come and sit there with you for a minute, and that would be Anthony being social. So social stuff isn't all that interested, but being helpful really is. He really likes that. So he has a fair degree of autism. He can read and write. I don't know how what his comprehension is of reading, but he some of it he comprehends, some of it not so much. I think we began out of desperation, looking ahead and thinking, what will the world hold for Anthony? What will life hold for Anthony after high school? High school is nice and structured. And Anthony loved school. And when I said, Anthony, after this year, there's no more school, he insisted there would be school. New school, grade 14, grade 15. So we tried to get into the AACL, runs some inclusive post-secondary education. They have a program. Anthony wasn't selected for any of those. We tried something else. Finally, we found Norquest, and Anthony has a skill in math, so we got him started in mathematics. That worked really well, but after a while, you could just see, at some point, we're going to run out of coursework, and he can't repeat for the rest of his life. So we started thinking about it. I started talking about it with Christian Hansen, who was Anthony's worker at the time, and we began to think about what else could Anthony do? Well, work is the other obvious thing because that's kind of what the rest of us do. So we started thinking, well, what could he do? And we came up with some ideas, but we could just see too many obstacles for some of them. Then we started thinking, well, what does he like? And I think that's really important. What does he like? Well, he likes driving around. He likes listening to music. He loves being outdoors, loves helping people, loves carrying things. And he likes being helpful, but he doesn't really like staying anywhere for a long time. So he likes to come into a place, check it out. If he can walk through the whole place and get right back out again, pick up the candy on the desk at the front and move on, that Anthony's a happy guy. So we started thinking, well, maybe he could be a courier. So that was an idea for a while, but then the more I started thinking about it, Anthony doesn't move that fast. Some days he's a bit more in a daze than others, like rarely, but still, we all have those days, and Anthony has them too. And it would be really hard to move him along. So we started thinking, what else can he do? When Christian left to pursue his music career, Mike Ham came on board. And when I started talking with Mike said, oh, I really like this idea. He could do deliveries. And so the word deliveries just made so much sense. Deliveries are a little bit slower. You're going to take a cake. You're going to make sure it arrives with the candles on the top with a little bit of ceremony to it because it's important. You're going to take cookies to somebody. You're going to take promotional materials and you're going to treat them with respect. You're going to take someone's grant application and get it in on time. You're going to do things that people appreciate, but it's not, I got these 10 items in this hour to deliver them. It goes a little bit more slowly. So we kind of thought about it, and the idea, I was walking home one day and I thought, Anthony, at your service. Mike liked it, and Mike said, I'll make a video and we'll show it to our friends, and maybe a few of them will hire Anthony. So we were thinking very small. But when Mike put that video, Mike's a very good video maker. When he put that video on his Facebook, in 2 hours we had calls from the media. By the end of the week, we'd been on local TV, in the local papers, in the national paper, or in national TV and international TV. So it did not start slow. It started with a bang. And all of a sudden, we were getting emails from all over the globe, and we were getting people saying, could you deliver this? Could you deliver that? So it took Mike and Anthony a while to work through people's deliveries as well. And now I wish I knew more about business skills, because I think that I just didn't really get that business could be as creative and as embracing as it is. I wish I knew how much energy it was going to take. So for the first year, it was just Anthony and Mike. But after a while, I kind of thought, this could, we could make sure that this worked if I put some time and energy into it. So I kind of quit my other job. It was probably time to quit that job anyway, and have devoted more time to Anthony at Your Service. So I wish, and now it takes a lot of my energy. I wish I understood a little bit more about marketing. I wish I understood a little bit more about pricing. But I do understand kind of listening to people, although sometimes I talk a lot. But I wish I had a few more business skills. But given that, what I really like is that we're creating something that fits for Anthony, and it fits for a dozen or so other people with developmental disabilities. And so making that fit really work is really important. And making sure we serve the customers is really important. So what I kind of like is there's two different kinds of things that need to happen simultaneously. And I think I really like the fact that in Edmonton at this point in time, I think we can make it move forward. I met Kelly about a year ago, and his team leader from his agency brought him over to my house. Kelly's a man of about 50 and has a developmental disability, but very verbal and very social. And just about the same time, I got a request from Kids with Cancer to see if we would pick up pizza from Boston Pizza Tuesday and Thursday nights and take it over to the Stollery. And it just felt to me like Kelly was the right fit for this. So Kelly started doing this Tuesday and Thursday nights. And after about 3 weeks, I get this phone call, and it's from, I don't know who this is. And Deborah, yes, Deborah, this is Kelly, and I love doing pizza. And he just loved doing that job. And so he did it for a very long time, or for several months. And then I got a letter from Kelly saying he would have to drop Tuesday nights because he had a part-time job. And then eventually he had to drop Thursday nights because his part-time job was a permanent part-time job. And he was just too tired and couldn't do pizzas at night. And he was really sorry. It was a very nice letter. And I was really sad to let him go, but really happy. But then a little later, I was talking with his team leader, and she said, Anthony at Your Service really helped Kelly get this job. And I said, really? I don't think we did very much. She said, oh, yes, you did. She said, because until you hired Kelly, Kelly didn't think he deserved to be paid. That's huge. That's huge. And if Anthony at Your Service can make a difference like that to Kelly, let's hope that it can make a difference like that to many, many other people.